Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge podcast. My name's Dad. How you doing? Krispy Kreme donuts. Krispy Kreme pastries, lots of fun and oh so tasty. Krispy Kreme, we love you. Yeah, I got Krispy Kreme on the way home from Tyson. Sorry Tyson, I didn't get some on the way to your house, but I got some on the way home. Krispy Kremes, man. 15 seconds in the microwave, just good as new. So delicious. Damn, like 250 calories for one bite. It's worth it. Anyway, today we're talking about Kyra. She did a video, what I've learned in 1 year of marriage. I cannot wait for these tidbits of information and let her tell us what it's like for marriage advice. Let's go. So she dropped a new haircut, curly Sue brown hair, probably because he wanted it, because Preston, we need a change in our relationship, and it's got to be your hair. I want you to be someone new, okay? I don't like the boobs anymore, so let's get a BBL. Can you get your knees done? I'd like you to get your knees done. I don't know why I'm talking like that when it's Preston, but yeah, he's a loser. Okay, Preston, if you guys need a recap because it's the beginning of 2025, sure, I get it. Okay, Kyra was in a channel called OK Baby with her baby daddy, Oscar. They had 4 kids together. They were happy, or so it seemed. But then we looked back, and the dark secret was revealed. She was abusive. Basically, the whole relationship. And she had her best friend who was her nanny, who worked for her, whom she started a podcast with called Beneath the Sheets, where they talked about sex. These 2 ladies who had no business talking about sex were talking about sex. But Hannah was her best friend, nanny, and employee, and she happened to take a liking to Hannah's husband, Prestaint, or Precom, or whatever they call this guy, okay? And eventually, Kyra and Oscar had this breakup video. It was crazy. And she's like, I want to go find myself. I'm not going to date. Meanwhile, the threesome person that they wanted to hook up with in Vegas had reached out to me and told me during their threesome excursion that they had been together, and the math made it seem like that they were together since way before Kyra and Oscar broke up. Like months and months. Okay? And it's basically been corroborated by Hannah that there's cheating involved. And anyway, so now Kyra's married to her ex-best friend, ex-employees, and he was her employee at one point too, her husband. That's who she married and had another child since then. This is the craziest internet story ever. And I just make fun of Kyra because it's comfort snark. We come here, we make fun of Kyra because it's funny, because she's dumb, and we love it. So let's look at this video and have a little laugh, shall we? Do I have to buy a new wig now?
What's up, YouTube?
Shut up, tiny face features.
She doesn't like my card shirt. She cut my hair. She probably doesn't like my hair. Welcome to my channel.
Why are you popping your collar? Is it 1998? Kyra, it's a no for me. I mean, and because this, look at this thing protruding, like, I mean, just get a hat. I don't know, do what what's her face there did over on the other channel, Beaston. She got her forehead done, and it looks like she got her face peeled off and put a new face on. It looks kind of weird because her surgeon messed it up, but like, maybe do that. I don't know.
I may have dyed my hair. It kind of looks like
You may have. Look at the freaking blown up light in the background. Just get a light for your camera.
a wig in camera, but it is truly hair dye. It was my Christmas present.
Way too much personality for me. I don't know.
Laugh. Stop. It's not funny. Nothing this guy has ever said requires you to giggity like you giggity. Okay? Nothing. It's not funny.
I should chug coffee, maybe?
This is the first time I'm really seeing myself.
Something there.
Apply more fake tanner. I think you need more fake tanner.
Camera with this like color, and it is really weird to like look at myself with this, but
it's really weird to look at yourself anyway. It's really weird to look at you, for all of us. I think we all can agree and come together in we can all be synergized in knowing that when we all look at you, we're like, really? You know? Burnt toast comes to mind.
Adjust with me, okay? On a real note, today we are going to do a what we've learned in our first year of marriage.
Crispy green. That's what you learn in marriage. Crickets. That's exactly what it should be. This video should be crickets. You haven't learned anything. You guys are a bunch of assholes.
With me, right? Can you hand me the hamburger, duh?
Oh, don't do your baby voice. It's worse coming from her than anybody else on earth for some reason. I hate it. I hate when she does the baby voice.
Buns, ground turkey, barbecue sauce, a tomato, garlic.
Garlic.
I don't think that's funny. We're not that couple. Crack it on my head now. Crack your ass out of this house.
He owns it with you. Kyra, you made a choice to marry your nanny's husband and co-sign on a couple houses with him, so you can just boot him out. He owns half your shit now, just so you're aware. Guaranteed he did not sign a prenup. Guaranteed. And if she came in with a nest egg, that's now, I don't know. I think in the marriage law, truly, I think, whatever you come in with, you get to leave with. But anything you make while you're with them and then you have a house together, that shit's half his now. This guy, it's the lottery for this guy. Maybe. I mean, except for the whole, you have to be with Kyra thing.
Things you've learned in the first year of your relationship.
Shut up, dickweed.
Never crack an egg as your wife said.
I mean, your head looks like an egg. Kyra, did you get this haircut? This is for real right now. It looks like a RoboCop. You know what I'm saying, the RoboCop thing? I'm just saying. To serve and protect.
Before we get started on actual cooking, let's start with number one. I'm kind of nervous.
Trusting your partner, and your partner having the ability to understand what you're saying, like in a sense that they won't judge you.
To keep our health and wealth high, we're going to take these Magic Mind shots. We've been taking these for...
Oh, for love of Pete. I don't know how she keeps getting sponsorships. It's actually crazy. She's lost like hundreds of thousands of followers. She doesn't get high engagement at all, zero. And she still gets ad reads. It's crazy. But anything that she's shilling on the internet, you can guarantee it's like the lowest form of like whatever it is. I promise you that. Okay, lowest form of low.
Probably 3-4 months. It was in our old.
I get wrecked. I don't want to listen to this.
It's the next day. I'm currently at.
So they just did that portion of the video so they could do a stupid ad read. That's literally a quarter of her video was an ad read. What did we learn? We learned to take this shitty vitamin that you can get for 20% off. That's what we learned in our marriage. Is that what you learned? That's really weird.
Editing this video, and I just do not like the direction it took. I feel like it got advicey, and we are in no place to be giving advice. I mean.
That's the understatement. That's the face we're all doing. Ugh, you're right. You're no place to do any of this. You're no place. At least she's aware.
We got married after all. Like, let's be real. The first piece of advice is
don't get married.
Here's a first piece of advice. Okay, don't steal your nanny's husband. Maybe could that be a piece of advice that we can give to people? Like, if your best friend is your true best friend and even if you didn't cheat, which they did, but even if they didn't, can we be real? If that was your best friend, you just don't go for her husband after the breakup? Can we be real about that? Is there like a girl code that's unwritten, like guy code? Is there a guy code? There's a guy code. I'm pretty sure there's a guy code. I mean, there is like a, what do you call that? There is a statute of limitations to guy code, but I don't know if there's a girl code that has statute of limitations. But even if it wasn't cheating, again, and there was, the statute of limitations wouldn't be up on that. That is your best friend, and that was her husband. That alone, on that level alone, you're a shit ass.
Not don't get married, but maybe like the wedding, like don't have a wedding, you know? I want to do...
What? Maybe don't get tattoos while you're pregnant. There's some advice.
Like a full wedding Q&A. I know a lot of people have asked about our wedding and all of that, and we've kind of just gone silent.
Nobody cares.
Sense, so that will be a future video for sure. But for now, yeah, we're gonna redo this video, sit down form, just like talking to.
So he said a bunch of stupid shit in the first video, and we're redoing that.
Our friends.
Hey friends.
I feel like one thing that
nobody's your friend, Preston. Ain't nobody likes you, not even your own family. So maybe sit this one out, bro. Yeah. Okay, just making sure. Even your friends who were your friends before, they think you're a loser too. Just so you're aware. I know, because they probably liked Anna. Just so you're aware. I don't like it. Just throwing it out there. I don't know if you're new, because you seem to be super unaware.
Both kept bringing up
both
in this video in a lot of different ways was that trust is one of the most important things, and like that goes without. You can't be serious.
not be serious right now. Did Kyra Renee Siverstson really just sit on camera and say, what is the basis of a good relationship? And she said, trust? Are you serious right now? Kyra, do you know how you got into this relationship? Do you know how you got in the relationship with Oscar? Did you not cheat on, did you cheat on his girlfriend? Is that how you got in a relationship with Oscar? And then that's how you got in this relationship with Preston? Are you saying trust? You guys trust each other? You honestly trust each other? Are you kidding me right now? You cannot be here after the way you got in your relationship and tell everybody that trust is how it worked. You've got to be shitting me right. There's no way you're this unaware. She's got to be rage baiting. It's rage bait, everybody. It's rage bait.
Saying everybody knows that, but I feel like something that we learned is it can actually be very hard for us as two egotistical people to
that's true.
Trust each other's.
Here's why I don't trust each other, because your relationship is based on lies. It started out from lies, from keeping it from Oscar and from Hannah and from doing threesomes and from keeping it from your fans and lying to everybody in there. Everything about this relationship was rooted completely in lies and distrust and sneaking around. The whole damn thing. The whole thing.
Choices financially and future wise and everything, because I think that we both think we're right. And so when our ideas
how do you even put an L in there? Why do you put an L in there? Bull. You have to it doesn't make any sense. Both. It doesn't work.
Aren't aligning, we have a hard time with that because it doesn't really happen often, but when it does, what do we do? Because I'm right, but you think you're right, so what now?
Yeah, it's hard to talk.
I'm right, obviously.
Yeah, you're right. You're probably right. Well, you make the money, so you're right, I guess.
It's hard to talk through things when you both feel right.
So that's something
That's stupidest effing advice I ever heard in my damn life. Thanks for the advice. So how do you do this when you're both right? We're both, and you're both right. Okay, cool. Thanks for the advice. Awesome. It's called compromise. Okay? If you both think you're right, take a step away from it, rethink your position, see if you can come back and find a compromise. It's really simple. Okay? Even though I'm generally wrong all the time for certain things. But I was right about something. No, I was wrong today. I was going to say I was right, but I was wrong. I don't know how wives do this. I don't know how this happens. I bought Weston a switch, extra plug, so he can have a switch. He has two docks. He has one upstairs, one downstairs in case he wants to, because wherever I am, Weston just wants to be near. That's cool. I love it, right? And so sometimes he plays the switch upstairs, downstairs. We have guests over. He wants to play upstairs. Anyway, it's easy. And I bought an extra plug because they're proprietary. They're not, but they are, if you know what I mean. And I swear, I took it on my Amazon package and I put it on the glass table in our kitchen. And that's where I left it, because that's where I'm this is where I want to. And then I came back to get it today to set it up for him, and it's not there. And I've been gone for a couple days helping Tyson move and stuff like that. So I'm okay, maybe somebody moved it, and because Kathy moves things and puts some weird spots because she thinks that's where they should go, but it's not where they go. And my ADHD brain remembers, even though it might not be where you think it should be, that my brain remembers that's where it was. You know what I mean? Even though I could be wrong about it, I'm just saying. And it wasn't there. I swear to the Lord in heaven, it was not there. And I'm looking everywhere. I'm like, Kathy, you must have moved it. No, I didn't. She kept yelling out, no, it's not. It's totally there. It's there. It wasn't there. And then she comes downstairs, and I'm sitting on the couch. She look over. She goes to the table and picks it off of the table. It wasn't there. And now I'm starting to get paranoid. She's just she brought it down from wherever she hit it from, put it on the table, and said it was there the whole time. Do women do that? Don't lie to me. Do you do that?
Definitely still working on, but I think marriage really brought that to our attention because our lives were truly combining.
Are they combining with the threesomes in Vegas and farts sniffing? I guess you never really truly with somebody unless you sniff their farts. Inadvertently or advertently. Kink or no kink. The fart is what binds. Please don't talk about trust in relationships while we know how you got together. Please don't. That's so hypocritical. I can't even believe you don't see how hypocritical that is.
Legally, tax-wise, things that I really, even though I was in, and same with you, a very serious relationship prior.
Oh, we know. We know the relationship. And we root for those people instead of you.
I never was doing taxes with somebody else, so
Yeah, you did taxes with Preston before you were done with Oscar. Don't lie.
No, that was like, it's very logistical, but it was very interesting.
Thanks for the advice. Know that you're gonna do taxes when you're married. Thanks. Thank you? What the hell? Thanks, tips.
Getting on the same page financially, I think, took us a bit.
And I would.
How could you be on the same page financially? You brought nothing to the relationship, Preston. Literally nothing. You were a damn college football player. I think at BYU or something. I don't know where you were. I don't know where he was. But you didn't bring anything. She bought the houses. She bought the vehicles. She brought the nest egg from OK Baby. What did you bring? You had $12 in your check account. Your grandmother gave you a check for your birthday. What did you bring? Are you serious right now?
Say that we both are pretty like financially
savvy.
I think
you're not the second thing that they just said is an absolute bullshit lie too. I think we're both financially savvy. Let's recap about your financial civility, if that's a word. I don't know if it is. Okay? But first of all, you've gone through how many vehicles since you moved out with Oscar? Like 4 already? How many houses? You're on your 3rd at minimum from leaving Oscar's house. 2 you were renting. 1 you were renting. 1 you bought that ended up being a freaking money pit and still is, and you're probably going to lose 30 grand on it, but that's financially savvy, I guess. Didn't even have a real garage. Basement was 6 feet tall. Okay? Your kid was sleeping in the drawers. Okay, that was a terrible one. Then you got more trucks, more vehicles, Suburbans, and everything else. And all you do is go on vacations and leave your kids behind and go to threesome like land. Like, no, you're not financially savvy. You buy animals and you don't even take care of them. You're not financially savvy. I hope that after they're like, they say, psych, psych, all the advice we gave you, psych, takesies, backsies, we're wrong.
For me personally, like, once I supported myself financially,
You didn't support yourself financially. Your kids gave you your nest egg because you exploited your children for years and years and years on OK Baby. And your nest egg came from that.
I was very prideful in that. And then to get into marriage and kind of have to like recombine things, it was like a hesitant thing for me. Plus, I think I'm always right.
You think this marriage is going to last? And she's like, I'm always right. I mean, I know you're trying to joke around, but she's not joking. You can't come into marriage and be like, just so you guys know, I'm always right. Okay, well, that's not going to work for everybody. It's not going to work for anybody. Okay, and she's not joking about this. She's actually serious. Right? In the overflow of the joke, there's the real truth. And you think this guy's going to stick around? I mean, he's going to be gone, long gone, in a couple years, like max.
It'd be scary, like as a mom, to go from supporting myself and my 4 kids to being in a marriage.
You weren't supporting your 4 kids. You and Oscar were supporting your 4 kids.
And then like combining our incomes and our finances.
When Kyra starts, I have $700,000 from OK Baby. She gets married to Preston. I have $7,012. Let's do this.
And goals and everything. But
laughing over here. He's like, I brought $12. We're going Chick-fil-A for lunch, babe. But you gotta be careful what you get. Only $12. $12 ain't get you much at Arby's.
Also still feel independently secure because I am a realist in the fact that relationships do end, and obviously I don't.
You know what you should do? You should get a camera that focuses.
Want that for us, but because it just recently happened for me, I still have this like need to protect like my kids and know that I have enough for them with or without you.
You don't. You're spending it all on stupid bullshit.
That is another thing that I learned is that I find it very important that we both work. I really value that in our.
Kyra, you don't work. Okay, you make videos and they're shitty once every 2 weeks. You don't make a ton of money on the internet. I don't know how she's paying her bills. I am flabbergasted at how much she spends compared to how much she brings in. That's why I think she has a nest egg. There's no other way she does not make good money on the internet, okay? Not even close. But maybe she is frugal and they use that to pay their bills and that's just enough to pay their bills, maybe?
Marriage, we both have our own passions and our own separate careers. I think that it can be great.
Don't call what you do a career, okay? Can we be real? You don't do anything here. Your shit's terrible. And if this was your job, you would be fired a long time ago because you're bad at it.
For some people in some marriages to work together, I am not that way, and I'm very grateful that we have.
This guy's yelling. I hate this shit.
Different things, and we're passionate about different things. We still have like hobbies that we enjoy together, but
you know what hobbies? Hobbies of the flesh that include diseases and things that you could get.
We have that separation, so at the end of the day, we can come together and like connect on our differences.
What? What did you just say? My ADHD was checked out way before she even started the sentence. It's like, this is my brain while she was talking.
We have learned in our relationship, not our first year of marriage. And that's like second thing that we've really both learned.
Both.
And known is like marriage didn't really change a ton besides like stuff on paper. It is
Shut up.
fun to like say husband and wife. I think we both enjoy
Husband.
that.
We bought our first house together.
Okay, buddy. I know I'm helping. It's like your kid trying to help you when you, but they're worse. They're dragging you down. You're like, thanks for helping, Helperton. I appreciate it. Like you're trying to get something done, but you know that you're like sweeping and they come and wreck it all. And you're like, oh, that's nice that you tried to help. That's when we bought our house. Come on, buddy. Again, $12 ain't getting you very far in a mortgage.
When we weren't married or engaged.
Yeah. We got pregnant technically when
not
we weren't married.
Yeah.
Not technically, you did. You literally got pregnant before marriage. What do you mean technically? I mean, I guess that's technically it. Yeah, like why do you put the word technically? Just say, we got pregnant before marriage. Why are you saying technically? Like, what's technical about it?
I can't remember exactly what we said in the rest of the video, so I'm gonna put some of the things here. The biggest thing you can do is like both of you
Both? Why should you... They must have really shit the bed on this first Q&A.
work on yourselves, and naturally that will make your relationship healthier.
Don't ever do an advice video. Ever again, Kyra. You both need to come in and work on yourselves by cheating on your significant other. I mean, that's what we did. So this is like, here's a video of Kyra's true advice. Okay, here's my advice. If you like somebody, just take him. Who cares if he's with somebody? Okay, that's you, girl. It's your happiness and you need what you want to do. Okay, if you're bored with your relationship with your current spouse who absolutely loves and adores you and lets you beat him up and everything else and just helps you pay for everything and has helped you make good content and millions of dollars, you know what? Throw him to the curb, girlfriend. Because look over here, we got press taint. And all we do is fight on camera. Like, why would you not want that instead? Don't forget, I had a best friend before this, and this is her husband that I'm with now. And now I have no friends. So, advice by Kyra, stay tuned for more tips and tricks.
Another thing I recognize that I have been terrible at with just everybody in my life, and that's like expressing gratitude.
No, what you're terrible with and why you have no friends is because you're a damned liar and a cheater and a grossy gross. Okay, that's why you have no friends. It's not to express gratitude. Hey, I just want to thank you for, I don't know what, shanking me with a sharpened toothbrush after you found out what I did to my family. Thanks, I guess. Thank you.
And like giving people compliments, like that makes me so uncomfortable. Same with receiving them, for the record. Like I'm not somebody who wants.
Yeah, you suck at receiving. The environments can dictate a lot.
Yeah.
That, like, especially like you're
Especially.
conversating in.
I think this guy got hit in football one too many times. You know what I'm saying? His brain's a little loose.
I think I'm relatively good at this, but when I say that out loud, it makes me feel like, no, you aren't. If you.
Kyra, you're not good at anything. Just so you're aware. Like, you can't read, you can't write, you can't edit videos, you get bad haircuts, you can't stand normally, your camera can't even focus, okay? You can't cook, you can't you can't even satisfy your husband without changing your entire body. So, like, what are you good at? Like, what do you mean? What? You can't even make blankets and sell those properly, like from China, so.
But see, now that's me doing it, so maybe I am. Be self-reflective. But basically,
I don't know what they said there. Nothing.
I just didn't like the way the video was going because I feel like I wanted to make a video just like talking about our marriage, and then it kind of.
How bad did that video have to be where she was editing it and said, I'm redoing this? Because she's a lazy dish. So it was so bad that she's like, we have to redo this for the ad sponsorship at the beginning of this. They had to redo it. That's how bad it was. Man, I would give a few nickels to see that, to see the original cuts. Oh, man.
It ended up being like tips. I learned kind of the opposite of what I thought with having an ego. I thought I was like the greatest wife you could ever have.
You're not even the greatest wife in that house that anybody's ever had, okay? You're not the greatest anything to anybody.
Not really, but like I don't know, I dealt with a lot of guilt this year with not being a good wife, or like the wife I wanted to be. That's the bad part about having this like dreamy husband.
You've only been married for like not even for 5 minutes and you already say you're a bad wife and you're admitting it. The first year is like the honeymoon phase. That should be the one where everybody's the greatest person they're ever going to be because it's all new and it's all awesome. You're learning each other. And she's like, I was a bad wife first year. Look, 5 years into it, you want to have a bad wife year, you're allowed. Bad husband year, you're not allowed. But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like the first year, you're a bad wife and you're openly admitting it. Look at his face. He's like, yeah, she was shit, dude. She was shit. But I got a truck out of it and a new house. So, I mean, give and take, I guess. And it's farts.
And is now you start to realize in the areas that you're not so good in. And so it's
like picking hairstyles?
I'm like still working through that, but I feel
you're not working. This guy's face like, no, she's not. She ain't working through shit, dude.
like
Tyson, I gotta rewind this. Zoom in on his head when he does that. Watch this.
start to realize in the areas that you're not so good in. And so I'm like still working through that, but I feel like
he's laughing. He's like, she doesn't do shit.
It's important to always have something
Oh my gosh, I don't think he realizes he's doing it.
like work on and work towards. And if you feel like this is where you get like tippy again, it just feels weird.
Oh no, bring your tips and tricks. Remember Micah used to give us tips and tricks on cleaning shit? And one of her tips was like, put your kids in vinegar socks and let them run around the floor. It was like streaky as shit and messy. Like, I love when people who are bad at things try to give you tips. Those are I should bring back an old Micah tips and tricks video. It's been a while. Oh man, I hate her, but I miss her. Because she was so dumb. It was, her videos were amazingly dumb.
To just talk about our marriage. It feels like personal.
Maybe you should say something, Preston.
But like,
We don't really talk about our marriage a lot to people.
yeah. It feels
You don't talk about your marriage to people, Preston and Kyra, because you don't have any friends. You'd need friends to talk to if you wanted to talk to somebody. Like, who are you going to tell? Your mom who thinks that you made the worst choice of your life? Your dad who's like, what the hell, son? You brought shame to the Smith family name. You know how many Smiths there are in the world? You brought shame to all of them. There's like 1 million. How many Smiths are in the U.S.? The number of people with the last name Smith varies by country and census, but here's some information. In the United States, there are 2.4 million Americans surnamed Smith. In the United Kingdom, 500,000 people have the surname Smith. We're talking 3 million people on Earth. You just let down. You just brought shame to the whole lineage, all the way back to Adam and Eve.
weird to like, I don't know. Anyways,
Imagine being Adam and Eve, okay, and starting the world and all of the people that are in it, and like these are some people that came from your body eventually down the line. And you're like, oh shit. I mean, we got some right. I mean, you made Minka Kelly, so you got some things right. Alexandra Daddario, my wife, you made some things right. Just saying. Imagine like looking up from heaven and be like, these people, man, sometimes we got it wrong.
I feel like if there's a point in our marriage where I don't feel like I need to work on anything, then I'm doing a disservice to both of us because there's always areas to make it better. It's like
He's gonna be like the understatement of the freaking century. Why is one eyebrow way over here and one's here? What did you do? It's like Mr. Bean's like illegitimate bastard child.
essentially marriage is kind of like a business, and if you're not always trying to better it or work towards something better, then
oh my gosh, what are you saying?
you're screwed.
Yeah, and you just admitted you haven't talked about it or done anything, so you're basically saying you're screwed.
Seeing you as a mom makes you a lot more attractive to me.
She's been a mom since way before you met her 4 times with the Oscar. What do you mean seeing you as a mom? She's been a mom the whole time.
Which I think is so funny.
But I've always found her like as a great mom and like really attractive.
Yeah, he's like, wait a minute, what did I say? I gotta backtrack on this shit.
But I've never seen her, pregnant.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
From the get-go, like...
What he's trying to say is, when she was pregnant with my child after getting fake tig-old bitties, that's when I was down. That's what he's trying to tell you.
I've seen her pregnant like once.
Yeah.
But, so like...
Well, it's different when it's your
Different when it's your seed.
child
and
and like
you
we're
were
together.
my friend, like...
These people are disgusting. Like, The audacity to like just put a video like this out on the internet, being who you are. Why? You have a couch, right? Sit on a couch.
Yeah, and so now like the whole process, like doing the whole process with her, I really
doing the whole process, doing the whole getting pregnant thing, the whole process.
felt way more in love than I ever thought.
We had a good conversation about pregnancy that I'll put. How's that?
That's just something that I learned. Like I didn't know how I'd react to her pregnant, but
You knew me pregnant before, though.
Yeah.
you know, not in that way. And like, Jesus Christ,
Ew, that's really.
We could try again.
you could have a lot of fun
We could try again. I can almost die again. How about that?
cravings at like 11 o'clock at night. But you
That's
weren't.
because you would get them.
Yeah.
I feel like she's always just about to sack tap him. You know what I mean? You ever been any dudes out there watching all five of you? You know what sack tapping is. Okay, you can't go to. I was in college, Bible college for 2 years, and like you went to the line of the cafeteria and you have a plate over your dick. If you ever go to a Bible college or a college in general, there's a bunch of dudes and they hold their plates over their crotch. That's because they're protecting themselves getting sack tapped. Okay, 5-finger knuckle crack. It hurts, especially if you get the tip of a finger and a little snap on the sack. Like that could put you down for an hour. You feel sick. I feel like every time she's about to punch this guy in the nuts for some reason. You know?
You're pregnant.
Man, I got a sack tap once when I was young. And I can like if you ever see a guy watch a video of a guy getting his nuts crushed or something like that, like we know that the pain is so intense that it's like we feel it by watching it. I don't know how to explain it to you. I don't know how else to explain it. Like it like actually manifests into our sack when we watch another guy crush a sack. Like this video, this guy getting his sack crashed, but he crosses his legs. Watch this. Here, watch. Like that lightning strike of pain, only a dude will ever know what that feels like. Okay, it's such a great face of agony. I swear every time I need to laugh, I always go to this video. That very sudden shudder is enough to make me woman cringe. The way he lifts his arms up and his sleeves come down in a pelvic thrust and swings his leg over and crushes balls. Like, watch this again. Ready? Here he goes. It never gets old. It never gets old. Anyway, that's what I feel like she's about to do to him.
If you have a man who gets you snacks in the middle of the night when you're pregnant, all of a sudden you're hungry in the middle of the night.
Like, if you don't help your wife when she's pregnant, you're not a good man. Like it's like the bar is in hell. Like, that's your job. She has to carry and create a baby from scratch in her body. Carry that around. She can't even tie her shoes anymore, man. She has to pee like 4,000 times. Just use special pillows and shit. Okay? She is in miserable pain a lot of time. Just uncomfortable, shifting around, walking around like Doherty doesn't. You know what I mean? So the least you can do is get her some snacky snacks. Like, that's like the least you can do. I don't care what kind of guy you are. If you don't get your wife snacky snacks when she's pregnant, F you, man.
That's true. Just from like social media stuff, it seems like a lot of women struggle. It's like, I don't know.
With what? Struggle with what?
I have a hard time with that. That's
What? Struggle with what?
With them struggling?
well, no, with like
Yeah, she doesn't even get what he's saying.
either guys not being vocal about how attractive they are, or upping their like putting their woman on a pedestal, or
It really, yeah, I feel like it really
Wow. Yeah, totally.
is sad. Like, pregnancy, you know, it's hard for
The fire alarm's going on.
sure, and like you can get down on yourself, but I do feel like such a big part of the partner's responsibility should be, I don't know that it is, but it should be, and I'm
Snacky snacks. Yeah, I agree.
grateful you are this way, but like,
It's like they're in an interview. Like, they're like in a job interview. They're not genuine when they're talking to each other because they don't even look at each other. They're standoffish in their body language. Kyra's sitting there with her like drawer handle stuck up her ass over there. It's weird. They're weird.
they're not carrying the baby, so the least they can do is like tell you every day you're doing a great job.
Yeah.
The least you can do, I guess. I have that same pan. Now I'm like, it's like the most popular set of pots and pans you get on Amazon. And it's actually good. But everybody has them.
Good job. You look pretty.
But see, that's the vocal thing.
But like that's like when
See, she said, hey, that's local. And so clearly he doesn't do that. And she's all frustrated he doesn't. So where's the advice in this video?
I feel like it's a lot of
I guess they're like, here's the things I wish that we did as people. Here's what good people should do if they're good people. We didn't do any of this, but this is what we should do if you're a good person.
Physical stuff. Either they feel like shit, they feel like they look like shit, and it's just like you can help them feel a little better, like physically, but you can really build them up and like talk to them, tell them they look pretty, tell them their body looks good. Okay, I wanted to get her pregnant again while she was pregnant.
Why she's already pregnant?
Like now thinking about it, we might have to cut this video short. Like,
dude, she could die. How about some advice on, hey, if your wife could die having another C-section, maybe don't. That's some advice. Take the doctor's advice seriously on, things you could die from. I don't know. That's just me.
What he said.
He didn't say anything, and then you were all frustrated that what he was saying he actually didn't do. So what?
He said.
It's really hard to that's the downside, I think, of getting into a relationship quickly after being in a serious one is, I think, trying to learn and reflect at the same time as, falling in love is, a really weird, conflicting thing to do.
It's only conflicting because you guys got together when you were still with your significant others. That's why it was conflicting. She's giving it away right now. It's not conflicting. When you're not tied down with somebody else, it shouldn't be conflicting. It should be very freeing. Conflicting. F off.
But I feel like we did a really good job at it, and
You didn't. You failed. And then your threesome lady called you out.
Will say, there was always love and, passion for each other through it.
Was there? Through the cheating?
And I think that that's really important to have. But
wow, that's some advice. If you're going to cheat, make sure there's love and passion. Because if there's no love and passion, you're cheating. It's icky. It gives me the ick.
Again, it made it also difficult because it's I love you so freaking much, but get the frick out of my face, but stay right here.
Nobody does that. Okay? Nobody does I hate you, but stay close. That's toxic bullshit.
Also, wanting to be near you.
That's toxic. No, don't do that.
And then you just...
I'm trying to think, do we do that? There's no way in a million years. I mean, longevity in your marriage, 18 years married like me, sometimes, you just get an argument and you kind of forget about it and it just goes away and you just go back to normal. But not I hate you, but stay right here and snuggle. No, I'm you hate me. No, you don't get none of this dad fat bod warmth. Yeah, no, you just said you hate me. Bye.
We covered the basis of it. We're going to go back to the end of the vlog where we eat with you guys. Dinner is ready.
Wow, I'm so excited. These burgers are garbage. You know how to make a burger? Stop doing it. They don't need to be freaking giant, thick-ass patties. Thick-ass patties don't work. Okay? Make them thin. And put multiple.
It looks so good. We did.
No, it doesn't.
Good.
It looks like shit.
You did good.
Here you go, baby. Broccoli cheese sauce.
Man, if I ate this, I would die. Those French fries look good, though. I'll give it that.
French fries are good.
Fries are good. Mm-hmm. You tried them? Mm-hmm. One.
Just now? It was on camera. Do you want to fry, Millie?
No.
Oh, sorry.
This guy doesn't even know supposed to feed a newborn French fries.
First kid. No, she's so tired, Mama.
So why's she feeding him burgers?
So unintentionally, I wanted to do this video because it was the end of 2024, and I feel like we've been doing a lot of 2025 planning and reflecting, but...
How can you reflect on 2025? It's not even there yet.
Then that being said, we also are almost at our 1-year anniversary on January 5th. Mm-hmm. So just kind of work.
That's today. I'm filming that today, which you'll see 2 days from now.
Yeah.
And Brandon's coming in town, so we might do something with him. You honestly do so much with him because he's down for anything. Hey, we're gonna make a vision board. He'll be like, oh, okay. But hey, we're gonna try absinthe. And he'll be like, okay.
Or you can say we're gonna try 5 different vegetables.
We're gonna try a threesome.
So they, okay. They're still low IQ. They do it.
Wait, I don't hope that's not child I was talking about because I don't know who they're talking about. But I mean, he was talking about absinthe. That's why I said that. I said because absinthe is alcohol, right? It's a hardcore alcoholic beverage with 100 alcohol in it.
Brandon, don't listen to her. I think you're smart.
I'm just kidding. He didn't make it that far in this video because he has ADHD.
He said 6 words in this video. They're all bad.
Watch him watch all the recent videos on his flight tomorrow.
I think my brother's watched one of my
Oh, it's her brother.
videos ever, and it's the one he was in.
Hey, why are you taking my fries?
I'm fresh out. Anyways, I'm very interested in hearing what you guys have learned in your relationships. So
Not gonna show my baby, but here it is. It's weird because she'll block the baby's face out sometimes, but not now.
put those down below. And if you guys are interested in checking out the Magic Mind little performance shot,
Oh, is it performance for sex performance? Is that what that's for?
So
Of course it is.
put that stuff below.
I would recommend.
Stuff doesn't work, man. That's on you, bro. Nothing's gonna make your wiener work better. Just you are.
Yeah, that right.
So this is the video you put out there, and they're like, yeah, we approve this video.
And you look
So
like
now she blanks it again. So weird.
you love me.
Can we agree that the best way to make broccoli? Steaming. Steaming the shit out of it. So it's floppy and weird. I went to a wedding once, and I think I've done a video on this before. I was like, I had the best broccoli I've ever had in my life. And I'm like, this is good. I'd eat this every day. And I didn't remember how to cook it. It's just full on steaming for a long time until it turns like a army green. Takes all the bright green out of it, and it's like an army green color. Anybody agree with me on that?
You look like you need to, want to come on home.
Come on,
Look like you love me.
Love
Nothing's funny. Not laughing.
me.
So come on, come around.
Come around home. Bring
Harry Potter. Always. Always what? Is that a word in the book? Always what? Always Harry Potter? Always the snitch? This is so weird. Who gets a Harry Potter tattoo as a grown adult male? And it's like, I can understand if you're a grown adult male and you're like, you know, you could tell the guy likes Harry Potter, okay? You know what I'm saying? You know, like, they used to be like into Star Trek a lot. Like, this guy is like, no, it doesn't work. You don't even go here. You don't even probably even read the books.
that hoochie coochie here. That honky
This guy's so funny. I gotta laugh.
donkey donk.
Kyra, there's no way that this is performative because that's not funny. It's not funny at all. I feel like it's easy to make Kyra laugh, maybe. I bet you Kyra watches my videos and laughs her ass off.
Man, Tommy is goddamn productive.
In his goddamn house. Why don't you go put a snowsuit on? Okay.
Wow, that's amazing.
Like,
And then she'll just cut it abruptly. Watch.
go get her suits, you snow on.
There's never an ending or anything like that. Thanks for watching. Nothing. Just like blank. Blank like her brain. Wow. Good old video there, Kyra. Not bad for your first one of the new year. Okay, so here's the recap and the advice. Ready? Step 1. I have no idea what they said, and it wasn't advice. Step 2. Steal your best friend's husband, I think, and have passion about it. That's it. That's all I got from this video. That's literally all I got. And that I think women who are pregnant are hot, which I agree with. Women who are pregnant are absolutely gorgeous. Like you ever seen a woman who's pregnant who's glowing? There is something. The glowing thing is real. It's absolutely real. Okay, I don't know if it's pheromones. I don't know, but it's real. So let's be real. I agree with them on that, but that's not advice in marriage. Okay, it's not advice. These people are a bunch of doorknobs. So please skedaddle. Get the hell out of here. Okay. Bunch of wieners. If going to a charity gala in a gas station bathroom were people, those people, take a deep breath. Idiots. Not you, them. You're awesome. How you doing? Good. How you like my Krispy Kreme? And my wife's like, how much was that? I'm like, I don't know. It's probably $20. It's nice though, right? Like, I like this hat. I like the green. Green is like, is green my color or no? You guys will always tell me, because I wore a striped sweater the other day and people were like, burn that and throw it in the garbage. And I did. Because you were right. Because a lot of you guys, you're watching out for me and I appreciate you. Okay, I appreciate you. You're amazing, incredible, and valuable. Don't you forget it. I will see you when I see you.